I am officially recording. Happy 2022, everyone. I hope each and every single one of you had an amazing 2021. We are now 3 days into 2022, and let me tell you what a year it has been. We are now officially moving into year 3 of COVID-19, and man, so much personal growth, so much professional growth and development. I bought a new sweater that I absolutely love. Um, it's going to be one of those free flowing conversations where I am going to review my year with ya. And then we're going to start vlogging season 8. Who would have thought I would be putting my life on the internet for 8 years now? And it was just one of those things where I was going to do it for fun because I was going to go to Japan and people were going to be like, oh, Wilson, tell me about Japan. And I'm like, you know what? No, I don't want to tell you, but I'll show you what Japan would be like. So, I hope you guys enjoy the next 45 minutes of me just shooting the shit with ya and talking about my 2021. So, let's get started. Where should I begin? Oh, I guess we can start off with episode 1, which is... Let's scroll up a little bit. Boom. So, I did my year in review. And now we're going right into the Johnson's Canyon hiking. And I love this because I got a chance to hang out with my friend Ben, Vicky, Roland, Sam, I think, who else was there? Cecilia was there, and Joyce was there. And honestly, it was a really great time because I never really went winter hiking. And because of COVID, they actually shut down the mountain, well, the gate, so you couldn't drive up there and start hiking. With all the restrictions that was happening, that was like the biggest challenge. So with this one, we got a private guide. We actually had to drive into Banff, park our vehicle, and then we went all the way up the mountain, and it was really fun. I'm just gonna mute it real quick. Hopefully it starts loading. Just a lot of my face. Honestly, there was really no complaints. Just go, hang out. Sam, Roland, Joyce is right there. Just really cool scenic shit. Like, I don't often get a chance to go out during winter time and just hang out with my friends and be cold. Now, it's not as cold as today. Today is minus 24, which is essentially minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty darn tootin'. Pretty cold. What happened in episode 2? Went dog sledding for the first time. Never went dog sledding before. Ice skating on Lake Louise. I don't know how to skate. I mean, I did it when I was a kid, but not really. If you ever get a chance to read my book, I actually tell you why I don't know how to skate. Because I got essentially kicked off an ice rink because I thought it was like free access, but it's not. It was like public access, and I didn't actually pay. My mom just dropped me off and told me to like fend for myself. So that was funny. I won my first sword ever, which is my Cutco sword. So I sold over $125,000, and the sword was huge. It was as big as my dad, and it was pretty funny because I'm like, Dad, I want a sword, and he's like, what do you mean you want a sword? Next thing you know, my dad's holding the sword. It's like, look at this thing. It's huge. Oh, my internet's being a little wonky right now, but I'm really proud of it. I really am proud of that sword. It was really neat. Took me a very, very, very long time to sell enough Cutco to win myself a sword. So, and yeah, last year was my best year ever in 2020. This year, 2021, regarding all the Cutco stuff, I'm having a really good year. I actually beat my record by about an additional 20,000. So I think I'm up 20%. Yeah, about 20% over last year, which is kind of cool. Maybe a little under, just based off the mathematics. So, won myself a sword. I'm alive. I did like a full update in April. Again, this is when we were like shut down for the fourth time? I don't know. We've been shut down so many times that I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I did a whole bunch of anime stuff, aka I'll talk about the Demon Slayer video. Music video that I did with Vicky, so that was super fun. I ended up getting gout again, which was really annoying, and I had gout, pretty severe gout, The gout lasted April and May, so end of April, beginning of May, and I actually had to go to the ER, and that was really frustrating because I'm like, man, like, why? Why do I have to get this fluid drained from my knee? I couldn't walk, I couldn't move. It's one of those things where I was like, wow, my health is like my number one priority. It's not about making money. It's not about like executing a strategy. No one cares about that bullshit because your health is your wealth. That's really it. And that was one of those like aha breaking moments for me. Profound moments that, man, I better take care of myself because if I don't take care of myself and I'm at the ER getting my knee drained, like what's the point of trying to make money? What's the point of actually trying to do all these cool things when you actually can't when you're in the hospital? So that was no bueno. So there was the knee, the trigger warning. This was the coolest thing. It's been on my dreams / bucket list to be in a music video, and guess what? I finally got a chance to do that, and I was a part of Vicky's Demon Slayer music video. And we're gonna do another photo shoot this month in January of 2022. And realistically speaking, I had so much fun. It was my first cosplay. It was my first music video. I got a chance to play Rengoku, and it was just a really fun thing. Like people that do cosplay for a living, like Vicky here, is just killing it. It's just so cool to see people like do what they're very very passionate about. And even for me, like putting on all this makeup was the worst. I actually started breaking out in acne because my skin's just not used to wearing makeup because I don't know, I never wore makeup in my life. But with I guess the foundation or whatever they put on my face, it just started clogging up my pores and my face was like super irritated. So I just had to drink a lot of water and use a lot of Ordinary and just cleansers and all that good stuff. So I had to wear red contacts, could not see a single thing because I wear glasses and my glasses are broken. So I have to wear these like strings now on my glasses. But yeah, overall super fun. It was long days just sitting, filming, watching other people do their part, revisiting the part. Is it accurate? Is it good? Are we going to do it again? One of those things. I could be a little bit more detail oriented, but just watch the video. I mean, I've got like what, a full hour of just behind the scenes. May 22nd, everyone, Gout Awareness Day. Don't get gout. Phase 2. What is Phase 2? Phase 2 was... Where was I? Oh, I went to Calgary. And going to Calgary was really good for me just because I got a chance to visit my mentor, hung out with my friend Jordan Baptiste right here, hung out with my other friends, Chloe and my other friend Jordan, and just really relaxing for the first time in a long time. I mean, it's COVID, right? And during the summertime, it was kind of open again, kind of closed again, just really sketchy shit. Got a chance to hang out with my parents, and it was so funny because they ended up setting up a tent in the backyard, and then they were just camping out in the back because it was so hot. And it was one of those things where like BC needs to make up their mind. Are they going to be on fire or are they going to be underwater? Alberta needs to make up its mind. Is it going to rain or is it going to be super freaking hot? And it was really, really hot. So here's my dad cleaning up the inside of the tent, and it was just really fun. I got a chance to hang out with my dad a lot more during COVID, and just hanging out with my dad was great. And as you guys can see, my hair is super long now. Ta-da! I'm doing this sweep thing where if I actually gel it and like sweep it, it actually looks like a professional. I think I said actually 4 times. Sorry. This is Brew and Bloom. Full action Bloom. Hang out with Mitch, talking some real estate, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about that as well. Hang out with Ben. Nothing fancy, just trying to make things happen, realistically speaking. Like, that's really it. Like, phase 2? What's happening in phase 2? Oh yeah, Ben and I went to go do a float tank, and that was really cool. Trying to ascend doing a little bit more spiritual things here and there. Nothing crazy. Um, a series of happenings. Vancouver camping. Okay, cool. So I'll talk about Vancouver. Vancouver was really, really good for me. And the reason why is because, number one, I went to go see a therapist and they were telling me that, hey, Wilson, like your life is like a pendulum. You got to swing back and forth, right? Lots of momentum, especially when with Cutco and sales. It's work really, really hard and then play really, really hard. And I didn't really understand that concept until I got gout and I was just like feeling languishing, like that feeling of blah. Like I wasn't depressed, but I wasn't like super jacked and motivated to get things done. So her name was Barb. Barb was like, Wilson, you gotta just revisit what you were doing prior, which is travel and work really hard. And travel and play really hard. So that's exactly what I did. So there's a beautiful app called Clubhouse, and I got Clubhouse back in February of this year, right? And a whole bunch of us, we call it the Electric Energy Crew, the Chaotic Good Club crew, whatever. And it was a ton of fun. I got a chance to meet up with all the Vancouver people, and that's really it. Like, I got a chance to fly, go out, have fun, and really spend my money, my earned money that I made last year, right, 2020, and meet new people and talk to people, and it just goes to show that people are cool. And if you really love people, you'll make an effort to meet more people, especially if you're trying to attract people into your tribe. And it doesn't matter if you're extroverted or introverted. You just need to like people, even a little bit. If you're a recluse, you're a recluse. You're not even watching this video because I'm a person. You're camping out in the wilderness doing something by yourself. Maybe you have a dog. But when it came to me, flying to Vancouver was so good for me. So good for me. I got to visit my god sister Oriana, meet out with all my Vancouver homies, Enoch and Selena and Bill and Louisa. Who else is all in the photo? Yeah, it was great. Flew back and then went to this is camping with Kwong and Dewey and Dweeson, and that was really fun. We went to Elk Island. I mean, I could tell you a little bit more, but again, watch Kwong's video, watch my video. It was fun. It was just really nice to, again, relax. It's gonna be like a broken record. It's 2021 was about relaxing, enjoying myself, spending quality time with people, and really figuring out what I value, and it's my health. 2021 was about my health. I did a wedding showcase for Broom Bloom, or Samantha Victoria. That was quite successful. It did get shut down, I think earlier in the year, it was like March, when the second wave or the third wave of COVID hit, and the government's just like, shut it down. Nothing crazy happened there, other than it was nice to run an event again, call vendors. It's the usual, make phone calls, call vendors, build a relationship, have people come, and just spend time with people, and have the vendors make some money. And I actually got a beautiful candle from one of the vendors. Her name is Alexa, and she makes these like very, I don't know if it's burlesque. I don't even know what the right word is, but it's a soy candle, and it's this bodacious girl with a big booty, if you know what I mean. And it's just really cool art, and I never really thought I'd be collecting art pieces that were nude, but here I am collecting nude art. It is what it is. I'm an adult. I'm allowed to collect eclectic things. What else happened? Series of happenings is just hang out with people again. Restaurants were open. You can go ahead, sit down, as long as you got your vaccination QR code, whatever it was, you're good to go. Lots of cooking, lots of eating, lots of barbecuing, because that was summertime. And then I got a chance to go to Kelowna with the Demon Slayer gang, and that was so refreshing. Went to the vineyards, went to the wine tours. And what else did we do? It's my favorite church, bonbon.com. Oh yeah, some people drove. I flew in, and then I took a cab to meet up with everyone, which was super awesome. We ended up getting this big ass mansion and just have family dinners. No one got COVID, which was super positive, and we just had family time. That's really it. Ah, social gatherings, how fun. How fun. More summer fun with the Demon Slayer gang. And it was cool because I met Randy and pretty much all the Demon Slayer guys that I met. That was the first time I ever met them, and that was back in March when we started doing the filming. And now, actually, this New Year's I got a chance to go to Vicky's place, and then we celebrated New Year's with everyone. And it's just building a bigger team, stronger bond with everyone, better connections, and you realize, man, I know a lot of pretty cool people, and I love that. That's my favorite thing about just vibing with the right crew. So next, we went to Dark Side of the Grill, and we met Mel for the first time. I sponsored a golf tournament for Cutco. I don't even remember if it was profitable. I think I just met a whole bunch of people, and then eventually I did a ton of follow-up. This is with Mel. Yeah, Mel was... I'm so glad I met Mel. Mel is such a badass when it comes to cooking. He's so good at what he does. I'm wearing a Bumblebee shirt, as I'm wearing another Bumblebee shirt right now. So that was super cool. What else? Yeah, a whole bunch of golf tournaments. Went to the ranch, and then hung out with Kwang. Kwang gave me a birthday dinner, and like always, I love Thai food. I love Korean food, and guess what he cooked me? Thai Korean, bye. And he got me a cake. Love it. Ooh, August. End of August, we went to LA. We, as in my entire Electric Energy crew. So all my Clubhouse homies were all in LA. And that was, let me tell you, that was a struggle getting, oh, that's a lot of face, sorry. Let me stop that. That's my friend Lisa, the beautiful Lisa. So we went to eat Korean food. That's Enoch. That's Selena right there. Lots of high energy. Krishna's right there. Miriam, Bill. Tina's right here in the corner. Ah! Sorry, I messed up that screen. Anyways, long story short, went to LA. And boy, oh boy, was it an amazing trip. Flew into LA, got a chance to hang out. I think we were in... Oh, shucks. We were at Tina's place. Pretty much we stayed at Tina's place. And Montgomery? Yeah, Montgomery, somewhere in LA. Chilled there for a night, and then the next day we actually went to Palm Springs, and we rented out a home, Airbnb. 2 Airbnbs, one for our crew, another... Well, it's the same crew, it's just 2 different Airbnbs. And that's really it. Palm Springs had ABB night, or ABG night, and just these little fun themed parties. We drank, there's a pool, it was 100 degrees Fahrenheit, aka 40 degrees Celsius. It was too hot. I'm not used to it. It's like minus, 25 right now, and I'm like used to the cold, but I'm not used to the hot. Those trips, or this trip, was fantastic because I just got a chance to really bond connection with my homies in LA. And once I flew back from LA, I went straight to the Calgary Expo. Maybe I took a couple days and started helping out Ben and Vicky at the booth. And I stayed with Gary and Nathan and Vince in the hotel. Just traveling, man. Like, it's so good to go back to traveling. And 2022, hopefully the government's gonna let you travel. I mean, I got my jab, I got my vaccine card, whatever you want to call it. I just want shit to start moving forward again. Back to work, kinda. Started sponsoring some more stuff with Cutco. Oh, I started giving blood. That was super cool. Yeah, giving blood is good for my gout. I have a higher level of iron. Lots of monologue. Oh, tennis. Let's go. Lots of tennis with Eddie. Sushi. Eating. Hang out with my friend Lydia here. My mom bought this. So my mom bought this like outdoor furnace chimney / fire pit. And we just cooked some chicken on it. It was a lot of son-mother time. So I really enjoyed that. Weddings. How many weddings did I go to? I went to my friend Joanna. Kevin's wedding, went to Cassandra's wedding, and Lance's wedding. Gary Vee, nothing that you probably haven't already heard from Gary Vee. Be patient, be kind, be empathetic. All those words, right? His book 12 and a half just came out. I do not have it, but my friend from Clubhouse, aka Alfred, ended up buying a whole bunch of these books because he got an NFT for every book that you purchased. He's a big NFT guy, and that was really it. Sent me a book sent me a book, and I'm really excited. And I feel like this year was short, sweet, and to the point. I lost. Do I want to say lost? Yeah, I'm gonna say lost. I lost technically 4 weeks because of my gout. Maybe like a month. I did nothing but lay in bed and just be in pain for about a month, and that was like pretty tough on me. I realized that you can't tough it out, so now I have like my gout meds, which is colchicine, and I drink a ton of water. I still drink coffee, not as much liquor anymore, but if I am gonna drink or eat red meat, I do pop a pill here and there. And I talked to my doctor. He's cool with it. He's like, yeah, man, just make sure you are just mitigating any like pain with the drugs, all that good stuff. Went to Vancouver again because I love San Holo, and if you haven't read my book, it's not like shameless plug, but I do talk about how I got a chance to meet San Holo backstage in New York City. Well, he came to Vancouver, so I flew over to Vancouver, and that was super fun. Taking care of business is really neat. This episode was when Ben and Vicky, they decided, mostly, together as a team, Vicky manifested a studio, and now she's got a full-blown studio, beautiful space, and she's just doing more and more cosplay, more and more photo studio stuff. So sick. Halloween was funny. I was a zombie. A Hawaiian zombie apparently. I don't know what else to say about that. Early Christmas present, man. This episode's crazy. It was fun. What do I say? What do I say about this? Went to a show. Classic videos of me nodding like this because I'm in a meeting. Documenting. This is Anthony. That's Mitch, and we went to go buy a building. And guess what? This is our lawyer Nick. Look at all this. Look at all the stacks of paper I needed to sign. So I'm the president of this JV, and we had to sign so much documentation. It was silly. But we officially own a 20,478 square foot building. 9 units. End caps are about 2,800, and I think the interiors are between 1,950 square feet to like 22, 24. Yeah, it was a hefty purchase. Me, Mitch, Will, total team effort, did it together. My first commercial real estate, would not change it for the world. Definitely very scary, lots of leverage. Lots and lots of leverage. Am I allowed to talk about it? I think I am. Maybe I won't talk about it like in super detail, but let's just say it was very scary and very frustrating. Lots of emotions going up and down. And the best advice I got was, is it advice or more like a motivation to realize that I'm doing something great? Is, Wilson, the training wheels are off. You're in the big leagues now. Like, this is it. We're in the major leagues, so we're competing with all the big dogs too. You can't be scared. You just got to execute, and that's really it. Yes. So, own a building. What else? Nick Smith for the first time in a long time. My friend Nick hosts a rager of a party. Here's our building, and then more building stuff. Oh, I went to Grand Prairie. That's what I did. Went to Grand Prairie, spent time with my Grand Prairie mom and dad. Sis up there, only to drive all the way home, take a nap, and then go to this rager of a party. It's Nick. Boom. Nick right there. Victor is right there, DJ. And then Merry Friendsmas. Went to Eddie and Connie's. We did a Christmas exchange. Connie got me, I got some coffee. I got a beautiful sweater. That's, I think, like this burnt orange look, brown. It's a brown sweater. And I didn't actually record New Year's Day or anything in between. I just wanted to end off my series with Christmas, with my season finale. I have some documentation, but nothing crazy. Hung out with Wong, doing some big booty ho things, trying to build up my strength again. My knee doesn't hurt. My foot is healthy. No more gout. Just trying to get jacked for the summer of 2022. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy. I'm making noise now. I don't want to make noise. So here's my quick summary of 2021. I loved every moment of it except for having gout. Absolute clarity with gout is that you got to manage if you're sick or hurt or injured in any way, shape, and form. Just tough people die. Smart people actually take care of themselves. So don't be too tough. It's okay to take drugs, I guess, up to a certain point. That doesn't really affect your day-to-day life. So gout made me aware about languishing. Making money does not mean dick all if you can't spend it and enjoy it with the people that you care about. So yes, go out, crush it, grind, hustle, make a ton of money, but do it healthy. Do it in a way that you can afford, right? You can afford to actually enjoy it and not be sick and get 4 or 5 weeks taken out of your life. That's a lot of days, you know. Sit back, stay healthy. Actually, I'm gonna max this out. There, more me, less screen. So yeah, gout was shit. That's kind of like the negative thing. If I could do something to change it, I would do it. I wouldn't change it. Big highlights would be buying a building. That was super crazy with my best friends. That's something I really enjoyed. What else? Started watching beatboxing videos, so GBB. King of Nurture, D-Lo. Who else is my favorite? Oh my gosh, those two guys blew my face off. Oh, River's really good for beatboxing. Traveling was great. I can share some more personal stuff, but I don't really want to just yet. Maybe 2022 I can open up a little bit more. So yeah, long story short, enjoy your life, stay healthy, all the cliche things. That's like the one thing I kind of realized too. It's like 2021 was very cliche. Everything that you can ever think about, right? Don't do it for the money. That's like a cliche saying. Health as wealth. That's a cliche saying. It really is. I believe like the older I'm starting to get, the more cliche I'm starting to like spit out these ideas. But overall, I'm enjoying my life, and I hope you guys are as well. Stay safe. I know COVID's a real thing with the Omicron variant, so I just want to put it on the record. But one of my goals, I've got a whole bunch of goals. I want to develop this internal app for Cutco. There's a lot of frustrations when it comes to, I guess, trying to sell more Cutco in a more efficient way. And there's this app that's just like, it's just really frustrating. Buying a second building, it would be a beautiful thing. Starting a podcast. I've got a friend slash a hire that is going to do all my, not these YouTube videos like the personal one-on-ones, but like I'm going to have a TikTok personal one that kind of clips and splices all the YouTube stuff. I've got my own personal website that's being built. I'm going to write a second book. There's so many of these things, but I just want to put it on the record. So, what? Season 8 years of vlogging. Who would have thought? I'm 32 now. Shucks. That's a lot of vlogging. That's a lot of me on the internet. I guess what if I perish, at least my internet self is immortalized on the web. So there's really not much to say. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Now, have a happy new year.